Alrighty, so you're asking how to add another menu, and I'm not sure if you mean, a sub menu like these, or if you want to make like the media menu a mega menu. So I'm going to show you both, so that way there's no misunderstanding. So the first thing we have to do is we need to come into the back end and we need to go to menus to manage. And once you're there, you'll see all of the menu items, and we need to create a brand new menu. And so I'm going to choose new, and I'm just going to call this test. And you can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it test. And I'm going to choose save and close. Now, you'll see we have to add a module for this item. And so I'm going to click on add module. And we're just going to call this test menu. And everything else looks pretty good there. So I'm going to choose save and close. And now it shows that we have the module there. So now I'm going to come to the front end. And once you open up the front end, just go ahead and refresh the page. We want to make sure that everything syncs up. So I'm going to do that. Now, bear in mind, most mega menus are going to only have 4 columns just for size. You can do larger columns, but you're going to want to bring these sizes of the fonts down, or else they're going to look squished, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So to do this, simply, if you want to add another column, come into Ministries, and then hover over the blue gear, and you'll see this option here. And this is Modify Columns. This will allow me to add or subtract columns. So I'm going to click on this. And by default, we have 4, but if you want to add more, you can. So I'm just going to do 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and plus 2. There we go. So I'm really doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns at the 2 width, as it will. And so I'm going to choose Save. And now, when I do this, you'll see that I have 6 columns, 2 that are unassigned here. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on Add New Plugin. And I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to choose Menu, not to be confused with one-page menu. We want Menu itself. And so I'm going to click on Menu. And here's my test menu. And so if I select on that and it comes up, oops, there it is. And now I just need to add my items. And this is where I can come in now and put in a title. So I'm going to put in test, and I'm going to select what page I want it to be a part of. And so we'll just go in here and I'll choose Need Prayer. There we go. And I'll save that. And so now I have this little test item right here. Now you'll see that it looks a lot different than the other ones. And so because they are separate menus. And so you'll want to click on edit, and you can actually come in here to design, and you can actually see, okay, so we have it set at Montserrat 400 width, size 14, line height 25. And so you'll want to basically duplicate those settings, as well as color variations, D1. So I could now come in here, select this, and then go over to design, scroll up, make sure that it is set on your navigational point there, and I'm going to choose Montserrat 14, line height 25, and that's good there. We'll do center, and this was D1, D1, D1. And so you'll see now that it's coming together. And again, you can, we'll make this, I think it's set at 400. Yeah, there it goes. So that's set. And of course, the highlight, you can change the highlight color to be, white. So now it's just like the other ones. I'm going to go ahead and destroy this menu just so that way it's not on your site. But that's how you do that. One other thing too is, as far as the headings concerned, I would just duplicate these because these have CSS classes on them. And so I would just simply duplicate that and then just drag it to this. And then one of the things too, so that way everything is aligned, is to come down to the column here. And once the column comes up, you're going to just choose top. So that way it jumps up to the top. So again, that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and destroy this. And we're going to come back in here. And I'm going to change this back to 4 columns. And so now we're back to the way it was. Now, if you want to add a mega menu to one of these, let's just suppose, we'll say, events or giving, whatever. You'll select the pencil on the main menu itself. And so with that, you would come down to, whatever one you want. Let's say it's events that you want to have as a mega menu. So I'm going to select this, and you'll actually choose mega menu. And then you'll choose save. And so now, once we jump out of here, you'll see events now opens up and it defaults to having 3 columns. And then you just do the exact same thing. You come in, add your menus and your titles. I'm going to go ahead and actually turn that off. And to turn it off, we just go back into Events, turn off Mega Menu. Oops, save. There it goes. And so that's gone. I'm not going to go ahead and save this because I want to make sure that we keep everything the same. But if you have any other questions, feel free to let us know. I'll go ahead and delete this test menu here. Another easy thing too is once you create the menu back here, you'll probably want to actually click on it to go inside of the menu and add all your menu items. That way you're not having to do it on the front end. But either way, you can do it either way, whichever is easier for you. If you have any other questions, let us know.